Beware, stranger. Vampires have been attacking our village lately.
Fear not, good villager. I am a Thaumaturge, schooled in hunting monsters. I have just the thing.
Peanuts? How can that help against vampires?
Don't worry, friend. All vampires are allergic to peanuts.
Don't you mean garlic? Oh God, it's a vampire!
No, definitely peanuts.
Let's get geared up.
As a Thaumaturge, you are specialized in every way of hunting supernatural creatures. You collect trinkets and lore to help you hunt monsters and the supernatural. From level 1, you are trained in esoteric lore. You have scavenged ancient libraries for secrets on the mystical and the occult, giving you an edge against all kinds of creatures, haunts, and curses. Your proficiency with esoteric lore grows as you level up, so you can spend your skill increases on something else, like another lore skill. You also have the dubious knowledge feat. When you fail a recall knowledge check, you get both a truth and a lie, and it's up to you to figure out which one is real. You also carry an implement, a special item that channels your esoteric power, turning away the supernatural. You carry multiple other smaller items, trinkets and doodads with various uses.
I just think they're neat.
Your implement, the more powerful trinket in your bag of wonders, has significant power to it, depending its type. An amulet gives you and an ally resistance to one attack. You present your amulet and its magic protects you. A bell creates a dissonant sound that weakens and confuses creatures. As a reaction, you can ring your bell and choose one of 3 effects. Your enemy becomes stupefied, clumsy, or enfeebled. The chalice can sustain you or heal your wounds in a moment of need. As an action, you can gain some temporary hit points with a little sip, or chug it and gain a chunk of hit points and resistance to negative damage. But you can't drink from your chalice again after you chug it until it refills in 10 minutes. A lantern sheds light and reveals hidden secrets and creatures hiding in the dark. You gain +1 bonus to perception and recall knowledge checks on creatures illuminated by your lantern. The mirror, broken as you create a duplicate of yourself, and you can attack or act from both positions. Your reflection vanishes when you move or at the start of your next turn. The regalia gives you authority and confidence. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to deception, diplomacy, and intimidation checks. Your allies can use follow the expert even if you aren't an expert, and you reduce the frightened condition of all your allies at the end of your turn. The tome reveals secret information upon opening its pages. You gain a +1 bonus to all skills to recall knowledge. On top of that, you become trained in 2 skills, and you can change these skills every day, depending what you're hunting. You increase this proficiency as you level up, but you can't use them as prerequisites. The wand allows you to shoot magic at your enemies. You choose the damage type, cold, electricity, or fire, when you get your wand, and the damage increases as you level up. You can make your wand more powerful momentarily by boosting your wand. You can't boost your wand until it recharges in a couple of turns, or until you crit. A weapon is, as you'd expect, a weapon that channels conflict against your prey. As a reaction, you get attack opportunity against your target. When you're hunting a creature, you can exploit their vulnerability. You empower your trinkets to bring out the weak points of your enemies. As an action, you can attempt an esoteric lore check against the creature's standard DC. If you succeed, you learn its highest weakness, or all of them if you crit. You can then exploit their mortal weakness, channeling that weakness into your strike. That means your strike are considered to deal the same type of damage as that creature is weak to, but your damage type doesn't actually change. If your target has no specific weaknesses, you instead channel their personal antithesis, an object they are repelled by from the core of their being. The creature gains weakness against your attacks, as you try to explain to your GM exactly how it is that the air elemental is weak to knives now. You gain the personal antithesis effect even if you fail your esoteric lore check. If you critically fail, you are dumbfounded by the creature's resilience, making you flat-footed. If you thought that wasn't good enough, you can also use your implement to empower your strikes even further, gaining a bonus to damage. This has no action cost or resource. You just need to be holding your implement in one hand and your weapon in the other. Or you can always punch the ghosts back into their tombs too. At level 5, you gain a second implement. As a free action, you can swap between your implements and immediately use an action to activate it. So you could ring the bell, swap for the chalice, and take a sip of Merlot from your chalice in one round. At level 7, you unlock greater power from one of your implements. One of your implements improves to adapt, giving you a new effect when you use it. And at level 9, you empower your implements, again with another effect. You can use an action to intensify the vulnerability of your target, gaining an additional boost based on which implement you are holding. Also at level 9, your class proficiency increases to Expert, and you gain a skill boost that you can apply only to Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion. You also increase your Perception proficiency to Master. Your supernatural senses help you see more than meets the eye. At level 11, your second implement gains its Adept benefit, and at level 13, your will saves increase to Legendary. When you roll a critical failure on a will saving throw, you get a failure instead. When you roll a failure on a will save against a damaging effect, you take half damage. Your mind is prepared against all kinds of supernatural attacks, giving you an advantage against magical creatures and otherworldly beings. At level 15, you gain a third implement. You gain its innate benefit and its intensify vulnerability effect. And at level 17, one of your previous implements, it's empowered to Paragon, giving you an even more powerful effect. You also increase your class DC to Master, and you gain an additional skill increase again, which you can only apply to Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion. Finally, at level 19, your Mastery of the Paranormal gives you an innate understanding of otherworldly phenomena. You can use Exploit Vulnerability or Intensify Vulnerability as a free action, helping you to prepare against your prey faster and gain quick advantage. Here are a few sample builds. Focus on Charisma and Intelligence to exploit your enemy's weaknesses more effectively, and Constitution to withstand their counterattacks. Oh, the creature of the night. I am here to cleanse this town of your vile stench.
Oh, the prolific hunter comes to our den, but you have made a fatal mistake, for I have transcended my brethren. I have acquired resistance to your puny trinkets.
No, it can't be.
That's right, I am immune to your peanut.
You vile monster. How can you step just a little to the right?
Oh, like here?
Here, that's perfect. You vile monster. How could you have gained immunity?
You see, Hunter, as a young spawn, I saw my brethren die so pathetically. I started to eat the crumbs from the floor to become immune. Press further. As I become stronger, I could eat more and more, and eventually I could eat a whole bar. Now I, Arrakis Vampire Supreme, shall rule the night.
Is that it?
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It was just, how's the weather?
Well, I'm usually down here, but I hear it's windy right now.
Yeah, and how's the family?
Well, my cousin just had a baby, and wait, are you killing time or something?
What? No, I'm just making conversation, you know.
Because it really feels like you're trying to fill up time for some reason.
I wouldn't. No, I would never. I'm just interested, you know.
It's a little bit awkward, you know. I was doing my whole big monologue, and now you're here to...
Oh, it's time.
No, I curse you, Hunter. My only weakness, the sun. It burns.
Works every time.